Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, August 2nd, 2021. Jesus H. Christ, can you fucking believe it? Oh, my God, the summer's over. I'm almost old. Thank God for global warming. Summer's going to keep going until October. Anyway, why can't I fucking hear myself anymore? Am I going deaf over here? The numbers seem to be high enough. Is there a volume button? What does this do? What if I push this? Does this do something? Yeah, I don't know, Bill. What if you actually read the fucking manual? That could do something. What about these here? Are these little buttons here? What if I turn the light on? What if I could see? Oh, there's so many what ifs. You know, it's a lot like writing a script. What if we had the guy do this? Well, gee, I don't know. What if we had him do that? Oh, there's the volume. There's the volume. Oh, and I can hear myself. Well, that's what happened. All right, there you go. That was exciting. I actually just did that, and I didn't lose my temper. You owe me, like,
What the fuck's wrong with you fucking piece of shit? So fucking stupid. Stupid fucking thing that I don't know how to build.
Anyway, how are you guys? It's the beginning of August. It's beginning to look a lot like football season. No, can't do that. Can't skip over America's pastime. It's America's pastime. USA! USA! Major League Baseball, everybody. Our version of cricket. But we get it done in 3 hours because we got shit to do. Unlike you guys with your 3-day fucking games. Who cares after 3 days? You know what? Am I watching a mini? I'm kidding. If I was still boozing, I'd be the biggest cricket fan ever. Going to the game, honey. See you in 3 days. Go on a 3-day fucking bender. I thought you just said you were going to a game. Yeah, I was. It's 3 days long. I didn't know that. Oh, well, you know, I mean, it's in the papers. You know, you got the internet. The information's out there. You're mad at me? You know, if you tell me you're going to brunch, I know how long that takes. If somebody says I'm going to cricket, my first thing, well, how long does that take? You didn't ask the questions you needed to ask. Well, I don't know. I just, you know something? It was a great 3 days. How about you leave it at that? All right. So, old Billy fucking bantamweight. I'm sorry, Billy cruiserweight. Super fucking lightweight, whatever the fuck I am. Billy fat fucking tits. I'm going to try to do the elliptical every single day to prove that guy wrong on YouTube. Cardio burns fat, right? No, I'm going to prove that guy fucking wrong. I also been eating right. Doing the right thing so I don't become a tub of shit. I was happy when I went to the wedding was my suits actually, I was on the upper echelon of them fitting me. I'm not saying I didn't put a little stress on the fasteners. I'm not saying the zipper wasn't like, Jesus Christ, how many times can you do the electric slide? For the love of fucking Christ. It was amazing. If you guys listened to my fucking podcast last Thursday, you got a glimpse into me of who I really was. The amount that I was freaking out about a wedding where I'm not even the one getting fucking married just because of what a social event it is and how it just takes me back to when I was a fucking kid and, you know, just growing up in a loner, antisocial fucking environment that all of those I actually somebody had to teach me how to talk to a waitress. Like, they would come over and be like, hey, would you like any more juice? And I'd just be like, no. And then they'd be and they would walk away. And my buddy who waited tables would be like, dude, you know, why were you so harsh to her? And then I was just like, you know, all defensive and angry. Like, you think I'm angry now. Oof, back in the day. I was just like, what? She asked me if I want orange juice. I fucking said no. What was I supposed to say? Yeah? I didn't want fucking juice. It's like, no, it's just the way you said no. You could be like, you know what? Actually, I'm good. Thank you. And I was like, oh, all right. And then I started laughing. And I never forgot that. And ever since then, I've tried to do that. So anyway, I ended up going to the wedding. I had, like, as usual, what I was freaking out about, I ended up having a great time. You know, got out there, got on the dance floor, had a little couple of Cokes. I fucking, joking around, talking to people. I had a fucking great time. I had a great time. And I actually walked out like, oh, yeah, weddings are fun. You know, if you're not a walled-off friggin'... I'm such a fucking lunatic. So I show up my suit like an asshole, and I remembered my belt. And then it turned out that my suit didn't need a belt, and I forgot my cufflinks and a tie. And I was like, oh my God, I'm a fucking mess. And my wife had to remind me, like, Bill, no one gives a shit about you. This isn't your wedding, okay? Just fucking show up. Nobody's going to notice. And they didn't. They did not. So there's one for you. I've learned that lesson a zillion times. There's in your head, you have these fucking mountains. Because whatever happened to you when you were a kid, and it was your entire universe. So it becomes this big fucking thing in your head. And as an adult, you just walk up to it, and it's like stepping up onto a curb. Like, oh, God, I thought this was going to be No, Bill, you just show up and have fun. I don't know how to do that. Speaking of it was actually a great wedding, too, by the way. It was a great wedding where you're seeing two people that are supposed to be together, that love each other, that it was really awesome. And then the people that spoke were great. You know, the MC crushed it. Great DJ. The whole thing was just wire to wire. You know, taco station, man. It was just, it really made me wish I was still drinking, but it was awesome. You know, there's nothing worse than going to a fucking wedding where it's just like these two people, what are they thinking? This is like, brushing your teeth and then having a glass of orange juice here. What are we doing? Those weddings are like, oof. You can feel it. You can feel the divorce papers hanging in the air. I've been to two of those. And one ended up in divorce, and the other one, I think they're still together. Oh, man. One of them I went to, it was just like, I remember when the groom was toasting his bride, trying to say why he loved her, and he was like searching for words. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I just want to crawl under the fucking table. So thank God. Is there anything better than going to a fucking wedding, getting out of your own head, having a good time, and then seeing two people that love each other that want to be together? It was fucking awesome. I had the best time. Then we hung out for like an extra half a day and took my daughter out to an aquarium that they had there. And she had an awesome time. And she got a T-shirt that had a shark that glows in the dark. So she was all excited. I want to wear this to bed so I can see it glow in the dark. And it was a good time. Good time. So anyway, speaking of good times, I'm coming back to Boston. I'm coming back. I'm Bill Burr. I came to get down. I'm coming back to Boston, and I am going to be doing the Wilbur Theater on August 11th. It's already sold out in memory of our great friend Wayne Previty. Giant hole in my heart that will never be replaced with him passing. All the proceeds are going to be going to the American Heart Association. And it's just going to be awesome. It's going to be a big reunion. The lineup's going to be a bunch of comedians that I started out with. And I have invited a bunch of comics, like more comics than I have available for spots. And we're going to have some Chinese food and all of that shit because that's such a big thing. You know, the Chinese food in New England is just it's just next level. It's the best Chinese food I've had other than when I went to China, which was completely different Chinese food, which was also amazing. Which, by the way, if you ever go to like Singapore or China and get dumplings, it's just, you never knew that something like that even existed. The dumplings they had at the fucking airport would be in a 5-star restaurant over here. And that was just their bullshit airport dumplings, as opposed to the spot that everybody goes to. But anyways, and I've never done this. I got to give a shout out to Chinese people in Boston and give them their props for what they've done for stand-up comedy. An article really needs, I don't know if it's been written, it's probably been written, but like I don't think they ever got the credit. The entire Boston comedy scene started in a Chinese restaurant at the Ding Ho, where all these Amazing comedians. Lenny Clark, Steve Sweeney, Don Gavin, Kenny Rogerson, Jimmy Tingle, Stephen Wright. All of these people, Dennis Leary, all of these people started out. Tony V, Frank Santarelli, all of these guys started out there and in this Chinese restaurant, and then like this, it just works so well that it just, I don't know. We have like stand-up comedy and Chinese restaurants had like this handshake deal that, you know, we'll help you and you help. We'll bring people in here to eat your food and you let us stand on stage and you know, tell our dumb jokes. And I did stand-up, like so many of my first shows were in Chinese restaurants. They had these, there was actually a chain called the Aku Aku or the Aku Aku. There was one in Worcester and one in Arlington. I did 1 million gigs there. I used to do the Kowloon. It was always a Chinese restaurant and stand-up comedy, and I love the Chinese food, especially since I left, how great the food is back there. You know, for some reason around the country, you can't get crab rangoon, you can't get chicken fingers and all. It's specific New England Chinese food. And so shout out to Chinese people with your restaurants in Boston. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here right now running my yap. I don't know, because another thing too was it was great stage time where they never like, you know, they didn't stick you next to the kitchen where they were cooking. They always had a nice big room. It was closed off, and they would just be coming in, bringing in the food and everything. But it was always like a function room, and you could, you know, if you were on your game, you could have a great set. So I don't know. I think just going back and doing this reunion with all of these guys and then ordering Chinese food for everybody made me think of like, you know what? That was such a huge, like every time I go back and I eat Chinese food, I just start thinking about comedy shows, good and bad, that I had. So thank you to the great people that make that food and help out all us comics, giving us a stage to work it out and figure out if we can do something in this business. So as I mentioned, I will be back in Boston, so I'm going to try to do the cardio every day as I hit all of these spots that I want to go eat at. So I'm trying to have like a 0 week. Didn't gain anything, didn't lose anything. But I don't know. I haven't weighed myself yet since the fucking wedding because I did eat like an asshole. But I just keep going to the gym and just knocking it out, getting it in. And on the weekend, I wanted to go to the gym all 3 days. But when I got to the hotel, our room wasn't ready, and then there was the rehearsal dinner. So I didn't make it on the first day. I made it on the second day. And then yesterday I was like, all right, we'll check out. I'll take the kids to the aquarium, and then I'll hit the gym afterwards. And you know how that goes. You sit in traffic. You're like, fuck it, I'll go tomorrow. So whatever. But I did get one in. And I ate pretty well. I also signed up for MLB on their website there. I signed up for it because now I'm all in with the Red Sox. And, of course, I watched. We were up 3-0 in the first inning, gave up 2 runs in the second inning. And then they got like 1, and then they got 2 runs. The next thing you know, I don't know. Somehow it ended up being like, it was like 5-3. And then we tie it up, and then we give up a run. And we give up another run. Last I saw it was 7-5, but some family came over, and I had to say goodbye to them. So I think that's how it was. But today, at 4 o'clock, the Red Sox are playing the Rays again, which you guys already know the result of. So I'm all in. I'm going to watch it. I guess the fucking Senators had a fire sale, so did the Cubs, and I guess we picked up a pitcher, so we'll see how that goes. Speaking of free agents, fucking Westbrook goes to the fucking Lakers. Unbelievable. You fucking Laker fans, how they keep acting like the 2008 Celtics were the first pylon team. It's like, dude, that was our reaction to Kobe, Shaq, and fucking Phil Jackson going there. Come on, man. You guys started all of this shit. I'm so sick of those fucking teams. So I'm rooting for the Suns and the Milwaukee Bucks and anybody who's not a pylon team at this point. That's my thing. I don't fucking... Because I really wasn't into the whole 2008. I mean, it was fun that we won it. We beat the Lakers with the pylon team. Gave them a taste of their own medicine. I thought that was all right. But other than that, I mean... It was weird. We were like in last place, and all of a sudden we went to first place. The whole thing was just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just an old guy, but I like seeing the best players play each other. I know I've said that 1,000 fucking times. So, I I think at this point, as an NBA fan, I am a fan of any team that is playing the pylon team. That's what it is. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. But the Lakers just have too much to offer with all the sun and all the whores out here. You just can't compete with them, and they'll just forever be winning fucking titles with other people's players. I mean, that's what the fuck they do. They've been doing it since they got fucking Kareem and Wilt Chamberlain. Oh, God, I'm going in too hard on them. That's bullshit, because back then, it was, you signed one player. Whatever. I respect all of the titles except for Kobe's first 3. I'll give you the last 2. Okay? But I know, come on. If you're going to fucking challenge the 08 one, I can challenge the 4 of your last 6. How about that? Is that all right? Or is this just getting old? Am I just an old man talking in circles and nobody gives a fuck anymore? Is that what it is? I saw this thing about eagles, right? This is literally what I do with my fucking days now that I don't drink. I got nothing to do. I've been watching The Untouchables, that series, season 3. The original one with Robert Stack. And speaking of Lakers, I saw one where Diane Cannon, a young Diane Cannon, crushed it in this episode where she worked at like a supper club, and she was a singer, and she was dating the sort of the MC comic Frankie Avalon looking guy who ends up running his yap and ends up fucking dead in a field. It's a fucking great episode. I am all fucking in on the old school Untouchables. Joe Bartnick has been telling me to watch it for years, so it's a great show. Just a great show on MeTV, if you guys have it. And I don't know, what else? F1, I fucking missed the race. I got to see it. I heard it was an amazing one. And I don't know what happened to Max Verstappen, but he ended up being in 10th split place in fucking Lewis Hamilton. And Lewis Hamilton comes in third. But I think that Sebastian Vettel's going to get a penalty, so he might even move up to second place. And he already has sole possession of first place. He leapfrogged past Max Verstappen, who only got 1 point. So that makes it like really exciting. But I still have to root for Max Verstappen because I feel like Lewis Hamilton, as much as he endured racism and all that type of stuff, he's won it like a zillion times. And now he drives for Mercedes. It's like rooting for the rich kid. His daddy has the best car. He fucking wins it every year. And then if he doesn't win, he cries with his helmet on. So I just can't get behind that. I'm sorry. So I'm rooting for fucking Max Verstappen. That's my deal. And I love those announcers that do it because anything Lewis Hamilton. And Lewis Hamilton had a pit stop. He gained an extra point for the fastest lap. Spam. All right. This is it. Usually at this point during the podcast is where I would actually start to read the advertising, but I've yet to receive it. Oh, no. I guess I did. I guess it got sent in. It's fucking just a half-ass roof that really just sucks when you're a redhead? Are those stupid sun sail things? Jesus Christ. What is that fucking poor attempt? Why are they shaped like a fucking triangle? Are you trying to block the sun out, or are you just trying to give me false hope? Can I buy 2 of them and have them interlocked like shoes in a shoebox so maybe there's a place for a fucking fair-skinned orange cunt like myself to get out of the global warming of the sun? Then you know what happens is the fucking sun goes down. When it starts to go down, then it comes in from the side and just blasts the side of your face. I'm telling you, dude, if we don't start turning this shit around, okay, if we don't start making biodegradable plastic, or if we don't have another big fucking war and take out a whole bunch of people, which is why, if you notice, I didn't bring up any of that COVID stuff, because now I'm rooting for COVID. At this point, I'm rooting for the virus. I've switched allegiances. If it's going to keep getting fucking hotter, man, we got to do something about these goddamn sun sails. We have to use more of the Earth's natural resources. and fucking, help out a goddamn redhead. You know what the reality is I had to practice what I preach. Like, hey, Freckles, maybe you're not strong enough to survive global warming. Oh, there's another sci-fi movie, right? The powers that be, all the brown and black-haired people that, with the TV faces that run shit, right? They fucking keep dumping shit in the ocean because everybody knows redheads don't dump anything in the ocean. This is already going off the rails. Whatever. I'm just throwing shit against the wall here. All right? Another sci-fi movie. All right? Maybe somebody animates one of these things. We'll start making Billy sci-fi movies. All right? In a world, in about 50 years, the earth is so hot that redheads can no longer survive. Okay? As always, blondes, brunettes, and people with black hair don't give a fuck. So they just go, you're not strong enough to be here. You know what I mean? Me with my olive skin, my tan skin, my skin of color, I can survive with sunblock 200, right? But the redheads all slowly die off and nobody cares. So then we have to go underground, right? And all the good-looking people, the people with the pigment that everybody loves, they continue to live fucking up the planet, and eventually everything shuts down. Right? Society, the whole fucking thing. And then that's when we come back up out of the manholes. It's like Children of the Corn meets Escape from New York with a touch of Golden Girls. Because there's going to be a bunch of old people that live under a mountain that we all come together in the end. The redheads and the blondes, brunettes, we all go in and we kill them. The makers of plastic. That's what it's going to be. All right. That wasn't the best one. There's an idea in there somewhere. Where, I know it is. Redheads feel rejected. Right. You didn't take it serious until you started dying of sunburns, did you? And you were content to let us all die off. But what you didn't know is that redheads have a higher threshold for pain. And we went underground, in the sewage. We went underground with your discarded exotic pets, your reptiles, your boa constrictors, your alligators. For the last 20 years, I've been eating shit-covered snakes and alligators. And I've come back to get what's mine. Are you with me? And all these redheads, Then they all come up out of the fucking manholes. And there's nothing scarier than a group of redheads together. Okay? We're just supposed to be like, we add a little color. We're supposed to be spliced together. But all of a sudden, if there's just like a group of 20 of us, like that music video, which I even found unsettling. I even saw it like, what are all those redheads up to? I was actually mad at the redheads that agreed to be in that. Do you have any fucking self-esteem? You have no pigment or self-esteem that you're going to go and do this fucking video? Anyway, the only thing scarier than that assembly of a bunch of redheads would be a bunch of redheads coming up out of the sewer that have been eating shit-covered fucking pythons for the last 20 years, coming back into society for vengeance. And that's where it picks up. If you do the Hollywood version, the blonde, blue-eyeds would fucking... Well, no, at this point, they make it a black person. Because they want to act like they weren't the racist white people who weren't hiring black people just 5 years ago. Now they're all, but let's make it a person of color with a missing limb. See, we can check 2 boxes. That bean counting, caring. You don't really change what's in your heart. You just cast what you know will come back and bite you in the ass unless you do something about all the shit that you've done before. Anyway, let's do the live reads here. Okay, Headspace, everybody.
Headspace, man.
Oh, wouldn't it be great if there were a podcast-sized guide that helped you fucking sleep? Sleep, focus, act, be better. Act like you can become a better actor? Or behave. There is. And if you have 10 minutes, Headspace can change your life. Headspace is your daily dose of mindfulness in the form of guided meditation and an easy-to-use app. Headspace is one of the only meditation apps advancing the field of mindfulness and meditation through clinically validated research. So, whatever the situation, Headspace really can help you feel better. Overwhelmed? Headspace has a 3-minute SOS meditation for you. Need some help falling asleep? No problem. Headspace has a wind-down sessions their members swear by. Oh, fuck. I need one of those about every 10 minutes. And for parents, Headspace even has morning meditations you can do with your kids. Well, if you know how to do that, you're a fucking genius. You can get a kid to meditate. Jesus Christ, you can't get him to sit still. Headspace's approach to mindfulness can reduce stress, improve sleep, boost focus, and increase your overall sense of well-being. Headspace is backed by 25 published studies on its benefits, 600,000 5-star reviews, and over 60 million downloads. Headspace makes it easy for you to build a life-changing meditation practice with mindfulness that works for you on your schedule anytime, anywhere. I got to do this. I've been wanting to be this person for a long time. You know, rather than flipping out, I need to meditate on this. You deserve to feel happier, and Headspace is meditation made simple. Go to headspace.com/Burr. That's headspace.com/Burr for a free 1-month trial with access to This is the best deal offered right now. Head to headspace.com/Burr today. I feel like something got cut off there. A free month trial with access to, I imagine, meditations that you can download and listen to. All right, and we got one other here. Oh, look who it is, everybody. It's Simply Safe. Isn't that how we all want to feel? I know during this different time, during these times of change. All right, Simply Safe, everybody. When Simply Safe Home Security's founders, Chad and Eleanor Lawrence, designed their first security system in their kitchen, they did it for a very personal reason. Did it for a very personal reason. Somebody stole their food, man. Their friends had just had their home broken into. They were struggling to find a security system that was simple to set up. It would make them feel safe again. Wait a minute. These two people were cooks, and they were able to design a home security system. How much did they suck at cooking that they had this skill, that they could become this successful? Or maybe they're just those people that are good at everything. Yeah, Chad and Eleanor. I really resent you two. Making people feel safe is what Simply Safe has been doing ever since that moment 15 years ago. A passion to protect people not only drives every engineering detail in its products, but it motivates every interaction with its customers. And the thing is, Simply Safe just makes it so easy. It takes about 2 minutes to customize a system on their website, simplysafe.com/Burr. Simply Safe has highly trained security experts ready whenever you need them. Whether that's during a fire, a burglary, a medical emergency, or even just when you're setting up the system, there's always someone there who has your back to keep you safe and make sure you feel safe. As my listener, this is the privilege you get simply from listening to this podcast. Okay? And my uninformed views, my babblings, and my just toxic male way of dealing with things. As my listener, you can save 20% on your Simply Safe security system and get your first month free when you sign up for interactive monitoring service. Just visit SimplySafe, SimplySafe.com/Burr to customize your system and start protecting your home and family. That's SimplySafe.com/Burr. SimplySafe. Sorry. Thought I had the same amount of letters. F-E. That was one E. All right. So anyway, like usual, you guys like to write in. You like to say what's going on. You ask me for advice. Oh, what? Oh, I haven't played that in a long fucking time. Remember that song? The advice jingle? Anybody? Oh, why isn't it playing? Do I have the sound down? What do I got to do? Why I clicked on the advice. It's time for advice. Hey! Your host, Billy Burr. That's me. And I'm ripping Somebody else. All right. It is time, man. It is fucking time when you guys write in. I'm trying to help you out here. Something that I wish this younger generation would do more of. I got to tell you, as an old fart fucking comedian, it breaks my heart seeing fucking stand-up comics going after other stand-up comics on social media. For the love of God, can you guys get each other's phone numbers and work it out? You're both comedians. You're on the same fucking team. What are we doing? There's enough people coming at comedians. We don't need to be coming at each other. Kills me. These kids today. What are they doing? All right, British spelling. Dear Yankee dum-dum nuts. Oh, Jesus Christ. Coming with the dum-dum nuts? All right. You corrected a fan for spelling favorite with an O-U as in F-A-V-O-U-R-I-T-E. That's the way that's the way it's spelled. That's the way they spell it there. Sorry. Also, color, C-O-L-O-U-R, is spelled that way. If you don't believe me, type it into a Word doc and watch it not, all capitals, correct your spelling. Listen, buddy. Okay, I'm American. All right? We don't give a fuck how you spell it. All right? This is how it works. You adjust to us, not the other way around. You know it. You know it's true. As much as you guys say you hate us, you can't stop paying attention to us. No one knows the name of your leader. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm sure you have the Oscars and the Grammys over there, your versions of it, and nobody cares. They want to win the one that's here. All right? If we don't give a shit about the world's sport, do you think I give a fuck about how you spell favorite? Why don't you call something else brilliant that isn't really brilliant? No, fuck with you. I had no idea. I didn't know that's how they spell. I know, I know how the Canadians spell Canadians. I-E-N-S as opposed to I-A-N-S because I give a fuck about hockey. I'm sorry. I barely know how to spell it over this way. Sorry, I'm not a wordsmith. All right? I know that you guys are over there, You're living over there in England, Look at you guys. Look at all you have to be proud of. Almost winning that soccer championship, beating up the fans, defenseless fans, 5-on-1 fights, beating them up, kicking them in the head before the fucking game. And you have the nerve to call us a bunch of fat animals? Maybe if you got a little fatter like an American, you wouldn't have enough cardio to boot the guy in the head for the 6th fucking time. You'd be a little winded after the first one. All right, sorry, I didn't mean any of that. Did I mention I'm drinking a smoothie? While I do, I'm drinking a smoothie and I'm in my bare feet. L.A. didn't get rid of my East Coast edge. All right, well, thank you for the spelling lesson. You should probably give me reading out loud lessons first before you try to correct or let me know how the world spells favorite. All right, unwanted pussy solution. Hey, Billy Bitch Tits. I don't know why that's so funny. Bitch Tits is just hilarious. And then you get the alliteration in there. Billy Bitch Tits. You know what I sound like right now? I sound like one of those guys on the food show. Where they break down the food. Oh, so you got the savory, and then you got the sugary, and then it comes back to a savory fucking. Is that what you fucking do? Okay, so you put the onions in there, and then you're going to caramelize it. All right. Wait, you're putting ice cream on that? Oh, my God. Oh my God, this is delicious. That's what he just did with Billy Bitch Tits. All right, I was listening to your podcast where you mentioned the unwanted cat in your driveway. My wife doesn't want it there. I love that fucking cat. Kind of ironic that you're looking to chase pussy away when you couldn't get any for years. But I guess this is different. Oh, Jesus. Well, the old badump bump there. Buddy, you didn't even listen. You were so focused on your fucking joke. I guess I said in the end I was worried that it was going to, we had birds, this mother bird, not in a relationship, got knocked up, she's fucking horse, right? And she had her kids in the potted plant, father wasn't around, absentee father. It's terrible. And but that was the only time I didn't like the cat, because I was like, if that thing goes up there and kills those little birds in front of my daughter, they just see like a couple of bird heads there, like they'll really be traumatic. But I love the cat. Okay, so with your little, did you see what I did there? Anyhow, what you need is lion shit. Serious. Nature reserves and zoos sell it for this exact purpose. The cat smells it, recognize it. Oh, lion! I thought you meant you need some lion shit, motherfucker. You meant literally lion shit. The cat smells it, recognizes it as a superior species, and finds some other poor schmuck's driveway to shit in. Dude, how big is a lion shit? I mean, that's going to be fucking, that's like a year's worth of cat shit. Why would I do that? I bought some, hey, this lion took a dump. You want to stick it in your driveway? First of all, how does a fucking domesticated cat from the United States of America know what the apex predator's shit smells like in Africa? Is he going on travel.com on the fucking weekends? I bought some from a safari park here in the UK, and it worked on my neighbor's cat doing the same thing on my lawn. Are you serious? Love the podcast. Stay off the donuts. Fuck the Patriots. Go Steelers. Well, I can see why you say fuck the Patriots if you're a Steeler fan, but you know, we're Tom Brady left us, so I don't know where we are now, so I imagine you can finally beat us. But you know what? You'll always have to sit there and realize that you never beat the New England Patriots in a significant game when Tom Brady was here. You know, like I didn't take, pleasure in the Patriots beating the Steelers when Terry Bradshaw wasn't there. It felt good when Ben Roethlisberger showed up, though, because Ben is a man. Ben is a man. He rides a motorcycle without a helmet, goddammit. All right, let's look up lion dung for sale. God, there's stuff. Oh my God, get the fuck out of here. Predator pee, mountain lion urine. Now, does this do the same? Amazon sells mountain lion piss. I mean, Jesus, how many fucking people are they trying to put out of business? Can of tiger poo. Oh my God. That almost makes me gag. Can you imagine working at that fucking... I mean, it's like a dumb shit joke, but seriously. Oh, my God. Gross. I guarantee you human shit still smells worse. I mean, Patrice used to joke about that. How human shit... Every other shit was funny. If you stepped in cow shit, you step in dog shit, horse shit, all of it, bird shit, all of it is funny. But the rankest, most nastiest shit out there is human shit. Love it so much. Okay, this is the review. Tiger poo. Love it so much. Funny and kitschy addition to my dining room. Oh, so this is okay. This is a joke. Oh, okay. Love it. It was a huge hit. Put it on top of my fridge as a conversation piece. Boy, is it. Okay, so it's a joke. Okay, I was going to say, my God, it's just pictured somebody with a giant, like an oar that you row a boat with, just stirring fucking tiger shit. Predator pee. All right, shop cat deterrent. All right, homemade repellent. They're like, is this what you're looking for? Do you realize I looked up lion shit and then like, all right, buddy, why don't you just get these fucking things here? No. Let's get back to fucking mountain lion piss. Mountain lion urine. You can buy it on Amazon. Predator pee. Well, wait a minute. There's a mountain lion in my fucking neighborhood. Now, what if I spray this shit and I go from a small cat I can deal with to a bigger fucking cat? I can't go mountain lion pee. This mountain lion thinks he has a chance. I gotta go lion pee, right? Mountain lion urine, territorial marking scent creates illusion that a mountain lion is nearby. Reduced. Okay, let's see. Does mountain lion urine attract mountain lions? There we go. It's right there. Somebody. By liberally marking an area with mountain lion pee, You duplicate the territorial marking habits of mountain lions in the wild. This illusion triggers an instinctive response in prey. If mountain lions' scent is around, these animals want to be far away. But what about mountain lions? What about mountain lions? Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at this fucking rabbit hole you asshole sent me down. Does mountain lion, yeah. Does it attract other fucking mountain lions? Predator odors attract other predators. Yeah, see? Look at me. Openly common sense here. Predator odors attract other predators, creating an olfactory web of information. Many studies have reported the aversive reactions of prey towards a predator's odor. Urine, a behavior widely thought to reduce the risk of predation by the predator. However, because odor signals persist in the environment, they are vulnerable to exploitation and eavesdropping by predators, prey, and conspecifics. I have no idea what I'm reading right now. As such, scent patches created by one species might attract another species interested in information about their enemies. We study this. You know what? This is classic white people shit. Where I'm going to solve a small problem by creating an even bigger problem. And a very brilliant person said to me one time, said human beings are the only people that don't adapt to nature. They try to make nature adapt to them. And we start fucking with the Matrix. I'm not fucking with the Matrix. Okay? I can deal with the house cat. I'm not fucking taking lion shit. First of all, I couldn't even find it. Let me look it up again. Because I know the person who said, well, I didn't say mountain lion pee. I said lion shit. Lion poop for sale. You can get it in the UK. Oh, God, you guys are fucking cultured out there, aren't you? All right. The only true socially big cat. Lion poo for sale. You can't buy this shit. Watch German circus sells jars of lion poop for gardening. At least they're recycling. Does lion poo really keep cats away? Here we go. All right. If you have a beautiful garden that you're proud of, you probably spend a lot of time in that garden. In fact, you probably spend most of the weekends. What the fuck are we talking about your garden for? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. All that being said, there are also times when gardening can get stressful. This is especially true if you are battling cats or other small animals. I didn't know cats fucked up gardens. These mammals not only like to get into the garden and eat your plants and flowers, but they like to leave you little presents everywhere in the form of scat. See that? I think there's a reason why cat is in the word scat. Now, one might think that animal scat is a good fertilizer, but that isn't the case at all. In fact, it might. Well, then now you're talking about a garden. Lion poo. The first thing you know is that lion dung is solid. Online is solid. Lion dung is sold online in pellets, and there are a number of individuals that have boasted about this product, everything it has to offer, why lion poo might work, why lion poo might not work. You know what, dude? This is too early in the process. I'm not going to be a guinea pig and fucking have some lion poo or some goddamn bear urine, and all of a sudden, I open the door, and whatever I sprayed out there, somebody's looking for a suitor. It's not happening. Okay? Not in my world. All right? You can take your fucking lion poo, you can send it right back to the fucking jungle you found it in, because I ain't going to buy it. All right, childhood snack. Hey, dear Billy Bottom Bitch Burr, I have a question for you that goes back to the days where you were not allowed to touch the thermostat. But before I ask the question, I have a story on why I am so interested. My dad told me a story about one of his favorite childhood snacks. It was something called a wish sandwich. They wrote a whole song about that. You wish you had some meat. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, the ingredients to the wish sandwich are 2 slices of bread, mustard, and you wishing that there was meat and cheese to go along with it. My dad's family grew up very poor, and this would be all that they would eat for a meal at rough times. Yes, the condiment sandwich. The worst of meals being crackers and ketchup. They still laugh about it every now and then. And then they have a wish sandwich to remember their childhood. So I got in the habit of asking people their favorite childhood snack or meal. You would be surprised by some people's answers. So I thought I would ask a fatty like yourself, what was your favorite childhood snack or meal? Thanks and go fuck yourself. My favorite childhood snack. Dude, everything. Everything. I've already talked to you about steakums. That's when I felt like I was becoming an adult. When I would come home and I would make myself a steakum, which was paper-thin beef from some sort of animal that was like frozen, and then you'd put it in the pan, and when it became like see-through and brown, you'd flip it over, then you put a little cheese on top, and then you'd stick it on some white bread and try to eat it before all the grease made it all soaking wet bread. There was those. I liked, as far as like junk food goes, I liked Fritos. Still my all-time favorite chip is a Frito. I never made the leap to Doritos. I just don't like them. The original, the winter green, whatever they got, every fucking flavor. Doritos Ice, Zima's Doritos. I don't like any of them. I like Fritos. I used to like Bugles. I don't know if I'd be into those too much now, but I like Doritos. As far as cookies go, all right, I like Oreo cookies. I do like double stuff. I like the blonde Oreos. I really like Oreos. And everything else, I don't know. Everything else can go fuck itself as far as cookies go. Unless you just make like a homemade one. But like, I don't eat that shit right now. I got to wait till I get in shape again, so then I become a fat fuck again when I eat all of that crap. Let's see, what else? I liked cereal back in the day. I liked Boo Berry. I liked Count Chocula. Even though I'm a ginger, I still didn't like Frankenberry. I liked shredded wheat with like a pound of sugar on it. I liked Corn Flakes, Raisin Bran, Cheerios, and then when I became an adult, if I was going to treat myself to a cereal that I shouldn't be eating, it was Cinnamon Life. And then as far as like those fucking baked, like cake, pre-caked fucking things, Twinkies can go fuck themselves. Devil Dogs can go fuck themselves. Twinkies because they don't taste like anything. Devil Dogs because they're fucking as dry as anything I've ever had in my fucking life. Hostess cupcakes weren't that bad. I like those. They at least weren't dry. But I wasn't into yodels or any of that shit. I didn't like a lot of the cakes, man. But as far as like growing up, you know, we had money, then we didn't have money, then we had a little money. And then I moved out. So like, we sort of always were like chip beef on toast, chicken a la king, Hungarian goulash. We ate all of that shit. Pork chops, occasionally. Cube steaks, as you guys know. You know, the fucking 70s meat. That wasn't even considered fucking poor food. It was just, you know, I told you. Until I hung out with black people, I thought macaroni and cheese was a fucking main dish. That's what we ate it as a main dish. Like we were having pasta. My mother would fucking take out like, you know, those little fucking TV dinner crates of them. Heat them up in the oven. And then you'd peel off the top and then you just heat them up in the oven and then you just throw it in a bowl and everybody would eat them. We'd have it with toast. And it was delicious. All right. Animosity towards my fiance. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, here we go. Here comes somebody maybe needs to pull the plug there. First off, let's set things straight here, all right? You are a funny motherfucker. I fucks with you. I fucks with you tough. You are the funniest comedian out there. I like this person. Nothing but compliments, not holding me accountable for my actions. Nothing but, praise. Now, let me get off your nuts because I know people tell you this shit all the time. Doesn't mean I don't like to hear it, so thank you. I have a life story to tell you about. Let's see how this goes. I've been with my girl now since November 2018. You're a pilot. Do the math. All right, well, it's 2.5 years. I don't think that has anything to do with flying a plane. Rewind to September 1st, 2018. My father passed away. Sorry to hear that. I'm a wreck. My girl at the time, who I was with for 6 years, who I adored, loved, never cheated on, treated her like the fucking queen I thought she was, leaves me a month after my dad dies. Oh, dude, that means she wanted to dump you before, and then she was just like, fuck, his dad died. Now I got to hang around for another month. God damn it. It was a blessing in disguise because she was one of those girls that liked to hit. Oh, yeah. My wife used to be like that. She used to fucking throw shit and punch me. Lunatic. She used to call it, I'm passionate. She was a narcissist, controlling as hell. Also found out she cheated on me. Oh, Jesus, you fucking dodged a bullet there, sir. So now I'm a double wreck, feeling lost and heartbroken at this point. Hey, I have feelings, fucker. This is typical guys. Like, I'm feeling heartbroken. He couldn't just say that. He had to throw a fuck you across the bow to keep me at bay here. Not even a week later, this amazing woman, amazing, all capital letters, woman, just falls into my lap. So what do? After all her yeah bullshit, what does she do? I tell her I'm not ready for a relationship. I tell her that she's a good woman and she doesn't deserve how I'm going to treat her. Parentheses, like shit. I told her I know how I am and I don't want to treat her horribly just because my last relationship ended so wrong. Well, that was a mature thing to know about yourself. I wasn't ready. The dust must settle and the debris must be thrown out from the wreckage of the last relationship. Yes. My girl now insisted on staying with me to help me go. No, my girl now, this woman, same person, insisted on staying with me to help me go through my tough time. I didn't want her to. I wanted to be myself, constantly trying to push her away. I wanted time to focus on me. That didn't happen. Valentine's Day came around. I tried to break up with her that night. But when I told her we couldn't see one another, the waterworks came, and I gave in to the tears, and she got her way. Now, fast forward about a year, we have a beautiful baby girl together. Oh, my goodness. January 25th, 2020. Congratulations, I hope. We're a family, as we should be. We plan on getting married in September 2021. Where is the problem? I feel animosity towards my fiancé for never giving me the chance to breathe. I haven't been able to mentally place myself into this relationship. I feel like I used all my good energy on the wrong person in my last relationship. Now we're getting married with a little girl, and I still feel the same. It's not fair for such an amazing woman like her to be with a damaged man like myself. I want to get back to normal and be able to mentally check into this relationship finally. I'm questioning getting married right now. I'm so confused and still feel lost. Any advice would be wonderful. Go fuck yourself. All right. I don't think you're holding yourself accountable for your actions here. All right? You knew from day one you didn't want to be with this woman and you needed your space. All right? And you keep blaming her like she pulled you in, like you didn't have the power to say no. You broke up with her on the evening of Valentine's Day. All right? She starts crying, and rather than sticking to your guns, you stayed into it. And now you have a kid with her. So, what I would do if I was you is stop blaming her and feeling resentment towards her. You should actually be questioning what is wrong with you that you didn't want to be in something, you got into it, and now you have a kid and you're going to get married. You need to go to therapy, is what I would do. I would go to therapy and be like, hey, tell her what him or her you're talking to, what you just did, and try to figure out why you do that stuff rather than blaming this woman who you say is an amazing woman who, you have a kid with. But to give you something positive here, in case you think I'm coming down on you, this is a part of life. Part of life is blaming other people for decisions that you made until one day you hold yourself accountable of like, what am I contributing to this situation? You know, what happened to me that made me, when a woman cried, give in? And most guys do give in when that happens. I've done both. And I'll tell you, it never works out either way. I've called him on, really? You're going to cry about this? How old are you? That never ends well. You're so cold. Pregnant woman's rights. Dear Billy Vanilli, ice cream sandwich loving Burr. Oh, guilty as fucking charged. Vanilli ice cream. Billy Vanilli ice cream sandwich loving Burr. I like that one. I recently saw a visibly pregnant woman smoking. Hey, man, it's her kid. I couldn't believe with all the information we know about tobacco that this still occurs. So I made a post about it on Facebook, talking about how if we can smash a window to get a dog out of a car, why can't we smack the cigarette out of a pregnant woman's mouth? That's fucking hilarious. Oddly, this didn't go well. I know you're being sarcastic. And became a discussion about women's rights to her anatomy. I am pro-choice, but smoking while pregnant should be regarded as child abuse. What are your thoughts on this liberals gone wild moment? Hope you are having a great go fuck yourself. Whatever that means. Well, yeah, dude, if you post something like that on the internet, you think some fucking morons aren't going to jump on the hook and start yelling at you? I think it's a great joke. That's what I think. I think it's a really good joke, and I think you should continue doing jokes like that because I think it's funny. And I can tell you right now, if men carried the baby and we smoked, a woman would have every right to slap it out of our mouths. That's my baby too. And they would do it. And you know what? They'd be right. They'd be right. Okay? She's making decisions for someone who doesn't have the ability to make a decision. An unborn child. I mean, Jesus Christ. How do you, but as I've learned throughout the years that women are, when you're in a relationship and then you're married and there's a kid and everything, they are number one. They are the starting quarterback. It's them, then the kids, then, whatever the fuck's going on in the house, and then you. That's how it fucking works. That's how the pyramid is built. So it doesn't surprise me that a small number of psycho women are arguing that, but I don't believe that most women feel that. And I don't think that people really think you want to go up and slap it out of her mouth. What you should do is get a spray bottle of water and put it on the most widest, so it hits her in the face too. Oh, what are we doing? Put that out. There's a baby in there. You're welcome. Skip away. And you just do it with water. Water's all natural. Most people are dehydrated. So it's like, and smoking makes you dehydrated. So there you go, right there. Look what I did. See what I did? I saved your baby and hydrated your breastises. How could you be that mad at me? I moisturized your face while, helping your unborn baby. Like, what could be the problem? Who knows? All right, that is the podcast, everybody. I'm going to go watch the Red Sox just started playing the Devil Rays. I'm going to record that. I'm going to actually go swimming with my kid. That's what I told her I was going to do, and I have to do it because, eventually they're not going to want to do it. That's why, eventually they're going to get, like right now she has a tablet and that fucking thing is just like, it's really cutting into daddy-daughter time. So we got to dude, you get your kid like any sort of computer or a phone or anything like that. It's like giving a crackhead crack. You immediately have a problem. All of a sudden you can't get them to answer your questions, look at you or anything like that. So I got to make sure I put in the quality time. So that is it, everybody. Thank you to everybody that bought tickets to the Wayne Previty benefit / memorial / reunion. I'm very excited to get back there and eat all that delicious food. So I'm going to keep going on the elliptical Burr. I'm also, lifting the weights there, throwing them around. I did the old legs and eggs today. my favorite thing to do. Fucking leg room, dude. I'll tell you, man. Word is out about legs. The leg room, the last couple of times I've gone in there, has been packed. Usually the loneliest part of the room is the fucking squat rack and all of that shit. But lately, people have been in there. They're not like the guys I remember. Back in the day, a squat rack was something to hang your fucking champion hoodie on as you benched for the 9th day in the fucking row. All right, that's it, everybody. Go fuck yourselves. I'll check in on you on Thursday.